Sterling, it's time to podcast. Oh no, he shed his legs. Sterling! Sterling? Where is he? Sterling? Sterling! I have to find him before it's too late. Sterling! What are you doing? We have to podcast.
Dude, I was in the 12.
All right, let's go.
How's it? You know the rules. Aloha. Best surfer in the world, Sterling Spencer, and Cousin Ryan presents Pinch My Salt.
Keolani is gonna get smacks. Keolani, do you want cracks? Cause I'll give them for free.
Dude, you got a new uke?
Yeah.
Dude.
Laird sent it to me
He did?
as a thank you
Oh, for all the promotion?
for all the free promotion I've been giving him.
Does Laird get hate?
What do you mean?
Like, how could that man ever get hate?
My Sherpa. My equipment. Oh. And my favorite part, the descent.
Well, in the surf world, he's pretty hated.
That doesn't compute.
What do you mean?
He's such a legend. He's the Chuck Norris of surfing.
Well, Laird took the shortcut.
What?
He took one of the biggest shortcuts in surfing history. Well, he took the forbidden fruit that everyone was scared to pull, and he pulled it.
What, Gabby?
The hardest part about big wave surfing
Yeah.
is paddling into it. It's 94% the hardest part.
Oh, you calculated that?
Yeah. And then
94%.
and then the rest, 6%,
It's just
is riding it.
standing.
Laird was like, back in the day when they had the jet skis, he was
Yeah.
like, what if you just towed me into it?
Dude, so he's the first towboat.
I'd be riding that mountain. The problem is now everyone's towing in,
Okay.
and it's too easy. It's letting guys that would have never been able to even get out there
Yeah.
ride a wave, and they can barely stand, and they're like, ah!
It's toe easy.
It's too easy.
Because they're towing him in.
So people hate Laird for these other people that are like kooks.
Oh, he opened the door for big wave kooks.
He opened the door for all the biggest kooks of all the lands. So all you need is like one brave nutcracker
And a jet ski guy.
and a jet ski, and he's towing in. There's like thousands of guys at Jaws now. Laird was the first to do it. Was crazy to do it.
Right.
Like, it was crazy to like be the first to do it.
They documented it really well on YouTube of him going, and then he like cried
The
after.
millennial wave.
Insane, bro. Insane. Nothing quite like it anywhere in the planet.
Yeah, he like did Chiapu or Tiapu?
Well, yeah, like that was bananas. Because like people have watched those waves for
Millennial.
a while.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, you can't ride that. And all of a sudden Laird puts on a friggin' purple rash guard. And he's
puts on
like,
a-
I'll do it. He put on a purple rash guard of all the colors.
Oh,
And his thighs are poking out of
Bulgy.
those spring suits.
so in the surf,
He was just like,
but I remember the video. It's like this epic moment.
oh, it's insane.
Like it's like he walked on the moon. Like,
it really is insane.
but that's what. But
But the problem is instantly right after he did that, everyone was doing it. And that wave opened the door to what was possible,
which is awesome.
which is insane. But in the core Lord world, Laird not being able to do it paddling in,
Right.
that's where he didn't get the credit. So he got a lot of hate from like the big wave community.
It's like capturing a dragon, but not using your bare hands. You should get respect.
I feel like Laird is the only one that should have the respect with the toe and stuff, because he was doing it by himself
Right.
with Buzzy Kerbox.
Buzzy Kerbox. Was he the jet ski guy? So Laird, I mean, hate him or love him.
But in the big wave surf world, like the actual Laird of big wave surfing is probably Shane Doran.
Right. Because he paddles.
Like Mark Healy, Shane Doran, I'm missing out. I'm missing Greg Long.
Greg
He was a
Long.
big one. These guys like paddled into Jaws.
Dude.
And Laird was towing. Laird found the wave and was towing in. No one. So he opened the door for all the possibilities.
That's cool.
But I don't think he deserved the hate that he got.
And when you say hate, what were people saying?
In the late O's, people wrote him off. Like legit.
That's not fair.
Magazines just ended up like not even looking at it anymore. They were just like, we're kind of like, oh, okay.
Now we all say trust in the Laird.
Trust in thy Laird.
Here we go. Let's see what clips the pincher sent us. Drugs ring caught smuggling cocaine and surfboards, Sterling. Look at that. Dude, that's genius.
I mean,
Look at those crappy surfboards.
we've been doing this for years.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Surfers have?
70s, dude.
It was all up in the boards.
Yeah, like all the Indonesian stuff. Jerry Lopez.
That's why they were freaking going for it.
That's why they're shredding.
Oh, at V-Land?
G-Land.
G-Land? Dude, the Gabriel Medina photo heard around the world.
Right.
Okay, why is this picture so important to you?
So many core lords are so mad about this photo.
Why?
Because the waves were epic, and this is the only thing that came from it.
Yeah, it's not even a shot of the wave.
People don't even know the barrels that day. They just know
know.
the shot. So that's why a lot of core lords are mad.
Whatever, so I guess it's good for the sport.
It really helped the sport, this photo.
Speaking of Gabe, someone's already gotten it tattooed. Wait, let's...
What is that his thigh? Dude, Gabriel, he's got a crazy group of fans.
Dude, they will live and die for Gaby Boy.
Gaby. They're like Trump fans.
Oh, really? He can do no wrong. It's kind of a bummer because he's kissing bronze.
Right.
We're such losers.
Who's this?
Guys, I'm Billy Kemper, professional big wave surfer, and this is my OnlyFans.
OnlyFans? So they surf naked?
I guess if you pay, he doesn't have shorts.
Oh. So if you pay, he'll take the shorts off?
So yeah, if you pay for this, he'll be shortless surfing. And you get full taint.
Oh, so this is the teaser. See how he's kind of blocking it?
Yeah.
Ooh. Wait, is Josh, what's his name? Josh Kemper? Billy? Is he a big surfer guy?
Oh, he's super gnarly.
Well, dude,
He's like the new Laird.
and now he's freaking letting it all hang out.
No, he's smart.
Speaking of cocaine and surfboards, this dude has got it cooking.
Is he the one dealing it out? Could you imagine this guy entering the Olympics? They're like, yeah. Is this not more entertaining?
It's like a hyper kid in the living room after eating candy.
Oh, this is my son on the couch all day.
Look at the spins.
That was like a 900 over the reef.
And what's this called? Sailboarding?
It's windsurfing.
Windsurfing. Dude.
It's been around for a while.
So this is... I wonder if he has an OnlyFans.
Yeah, is he doing this shortless?
How is this possible? The Superman air.
Longboard?
Gosh.
Whoa! What?
Look
On a
at-
longboard?
Look at that real estate.
Hello! He almost landed that.
He did land it.
Did he? Who is this? Taka? I mean, it's pretty gnarly. Like, maybe get a shortboard.
Okay, skaters are just cut from a different cloth. Check this out.
Oh my god.
Has a surfer ever fallen?
Dude, they're gnarly. No helmet, too.
No helmet.
How do they know how to fall like that?
They're skaters are professional fallers.
They're professional stuntmen.
Right. William Spencer.
This is the difference between skating and surfing.
This
Like,
guy's willing to die.
he's willing to get hurt. He's probably
Right.
not going to die.
Right.
And surfing is like, we're all safe and cushiony, but then we'll die before them.
True.
It's like, what the heck? Jumping like that on concrete?
Over and over. Imagine running. Almost got it.
Yeah. Almost got it. Almost got it. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't land it perfect. Nailed it. Act like I didn't like it. Don't act like you like it. Don't say anything. Don't do anything. Don't move. Wait. And love each other.
I love you, bro. All right, Laird's got something to tell us. Ready?
All right, Laird. What is it?
Sit back.
Is it sunscreen?
My relationship with the sun is like everybody else.
It's like his neck could crush my ankle in half.
I don't use sunscreen, never have used sunscreen. I'm not a big fan of sunscreen because it's stopping my ability to absorb the sun.
So he's anti-sunscreen.
Mm-hmm.
So do you agree?
I agree.
Don't wear sunscreen. Well, there goes all our sunscreen ads.
Poor guy.
What happens?
Dong, 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 dong.
So he loses the whole thing because of the dong dong?
Dude, he's had such an advantage in life till this point. Like that dong has gotten everything he needed until the gold.
Here's the thing. He may have lost, but he won. Like, dude, look at this cat.
Oh. God. Is this aggressive freaking stand-up paddling?
Dude.
This is what Laird started.
It's like mortal paddleback.
Mortal paddle combat? If he didn't have that hat on, would this
that
is cool?
The hat's doing it for us. You know, I know how you like to talk about DJs. DJ update.
Are we checking in on the DJs?
Look at this DJ. He's been caught.
What?
Look. Look.
What?
There's nothing there. Look at that.
Is this Paul Fisher?
That's Paul Fisher. He was trying out some new moves, and he's like, get rid of the board, mate. That was our DJ check-in for the week. Have you seen what Chuck Norris has been up to lately? Dude, look at him. Oh, that's his warm-up.
He's so strong.
Look at Chuck.
Is that real?
Yes, that's Chuck Norris, dude. Let's listen real quick.
Hi, Dad. What are you doing?
Just warming up.
Oh, I see that.
He's got to be, 70, and he can still do that?
It's not fair.
Idolo had twins.
Really?
Yeah, check it out.
Oh, my God. They're so strong.
Dude, they're Brazilian.
Brazilian babies are gnarly, dude. Get us out of here.
We want a surf.
We want beach. We want beach. We want beach.
What is Aki saying?
I think I got this figured out. There we go. Hello, guys. Been a long time. You know what? The kids are getting older now. Surfing really well. Really inspiring me. It makes me feel like, I want something new, something with a new feeling. I think I'm gonna go natural.
What does that mean?
Are you talking about surfing regular foot? Because in Australia they call it natural footed.
Oh, you go natural, mate.
Natural footed.
Natural.
No.
I don't know. Aki, guys, tell us what he's talking about.
What is he talking about? And why is he a real life Captain Jack Sparrow?
He's an Australian Jake Sparrow.
Yeah, no, I think I got this.
What's funny is when we were hanging out with Aki, if you asked him any question, he would say, yeah, no, yeah, no.
There was like 4 to 7 yeah, no, yeah.
Like if you'd like, hey, do you want to eat dinner? He'd go, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah.
And you're like,
it was like a ping pong.
Which one? Yeah, nah, yeah, no.
And then you're like, hey, do you like surfing? Yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah.
Why can't Australians say no?
Nar.
They go, nar. There's such an R in it.
Dun, 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 dun. Was that on purpose? Was he committing surfer suicide?
He was like, I'm gonna go through the wave right here. And he's like,
it looked intentional. Do you think his wife cheated on him? And he's like, oh man, did it?
He's trying to end it all. He's like, take me out,
dude.
I've done that.
You have?
Yeah.
Dude, he bounced like a bouncy ball.
He's trying to go underwater, and the board's like, nope, nope, nope.
Oh, he skipped like a friggin' rock. Look at this.
They're stunt paddleboarders.
God, did the river get boring or something?
They're just taking it up a notch.
Dude.
I mean, why not?
It's kind of like parkour meets paddleboarding
Yeah.
meets river walking.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Nothing. This guy's killing it. I don't
But
know.
what's with the shorts?
Yeah, he looks like an Amish guy.
The shorts over the wetsuit's a pretty
Bold move.
Jeez.
Dude, look at yoga surfing.
Oh, is this yoga surfing? I heard it's
Dude,
taking off.
it's Kelly.
Sun salutation. The happy baby. He was tanning.
Pink pockapoo.
Whoa.
Looks like the dolphin. Oh.
God, his lumbar must be so loose.
What's this? Is this layered?
Oh, dude. There's no more core than this. Barrel into the pilings?
Dude,
this guy is a straight core lord. He drank coffee like anally. He's like, I'm going in. Ah! This is a core lord.
what was he thinking? Do or die.
You don't think. You're doing it for the culture.
Okay. For
Like you're
culture.
pulling in for the boys.
For the boys.
Just like, I'm pulling in for the boys.
Okay, so you wrote me this, Sterling. I think I figured out why surfers are more aggressive than skaters once and for all.
It's because of waves.
Okay, what?
Surfers are so angry because it's so hard catching the wave.
It's like a woman in war. You go up to a battle camp and there's 100 men and one woman.
Yeah, we're all. It's like, dude, I want her.
I want that woman.
Like, I'm looking at those teats. And I want those.
And the surfers out there and the womans are coming in.
Yeah, the waves are like women, and there's only a couple an hour that come through. So all the guys are like, this is mine.
So that's why surfers are always so...
And so some of the servers get smarter, stronger, like put in the work,
Yeah.
and they get all the women's, and everyone's like,
And then there's fat idiots like me, like,
yeah, you don't even know how to court this bitch. Like, you don't know one thing how to
get the
please
wave.
this woman.
To please this wave.
And I'm like already behind her doing the work.
So you're a player.
I'm a wave player.
Dude, I get it now. That's what it is.
It's that energy.
It's that simple.
Because I was watching the skaters at the Olympics.
Yeah.
They're like high-fiving and hugging, like, great line, that was great.
Yeah, they're all hugging.
Because they all get a chance at the ramp.
Right.
The ramps are everywhere.
They're whores.
There's whores everywhere. Everyone gets the banger.
There's ramps everywhere, so it doesn't
There's
matter.
chicks everywhere.
Exactly. So skaters are fine. They're happy. They're fulfilled.
Yeah, because there's chicks.
Yeah, ramps, rails, ledges, everywhere. But a surfer...
There's one. There's like maybe one hot chick that comes through that hour.
And it's the big one.
And it's the big Bertha. It's like, dude, I want to take her down, dude.
And all the men are like...
So then our primal... You know, back
instincts
in the day, like we would like kill each other over women.
for the women.
No, in the animal kingdom, like frogs would kill each other for ladies, for the lady frog.
Well, yeah.
Like
The lady
birds would do gnarly dancing, like like
Yeah.
animals like fought hard.
But it's that same energy out by a
Yeah,
noise.
it's like it's eat or be eaten.
Surfer be sitting.
Surfer be sitting.
Surfer be Yeah, dude. That's why. We figured it out, finally.
Yeah, like I don't want to be this way, but I have to.
I have to get the wave.
I have to get the women.
Dude, that is too good. And then the surf pools or whatever, the wave pools are so expensive. It's like getting an elite lady.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I spent $1,000 today. Like, I can't be nice to you.
It's like a high escort.
It's like gnarly escorts everywhere.
I know, but it's like, dude, I just dropped $1K on her.
I just dropped $1K on this one bitch.
Yeah, that's a whole nother stress level.
Yeah, it's another stress.
Skaters like...
Surfers will never be able to relax.
No, you're always...
The only way you're happy as a surfer is if you found this one peak down the beach by yourself.
Yeah.
And you're just catching all. You're like, mine.
And you're like dumb friends filming you.
Right. Your girlfriend's filming you, like slaying all these bitches.
Isn't that the best? Like, Raglan made a video about this. Isn't it the best filmer is to have a wife or a girlfriend that will just film you?
Well,
It backfires?
all the girls will film you at first because
Right,
they want you to like them.
2 weeks, it's over.
So they're like, oh yeah, this is how I am.
I fell.
And so the guy's like, dude, I scored. My lady films me every day. Like, this is killer.
She's my soulmate.
And then the second you marry her, she's like, never coming again.
Drops the camera.
Like, literally, they'll never film you ever.
So just don't lock it down.
And they'll be at Aldo looking at makeup.
Aldo.
They're just like, oh, the shade. Oh, I kind of like this tint. Oh, these lip liners. Oh.
You sound a little angry. Sterling, you know what this sound means? It's West Peak time.
It's heaven time.
West Peaky time, baby.
Oh my God. It's like I've been punched in the face by an angel.
But in a good way.
Is this the punch?
You got the punch today. I went Paloma. Bye, baby boy.
It's like being punched in the face by a freaking tropical beauty.
This is why it's good to be alive in 2024.
It's the only reason to be alive.
Dude, West Peak. This one's got 140 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and it's gluten freaking free, baby girl.
Is it gluten-free?
It's gluten free.
Dude, these are gnarly.
I know. You know the only way to get me out of the water after a good surf sesh? West Peak, dude. It's the only way to get me off the beach.
Good.
West Peak's the only thing that can get me back to the beach, baby. That and maybe a 911 call or something.
Back to the beach with West Peak.
Get back to the beach, bro.
Back to the beach
with West Peak. Guys, go to drinkwestpeak.com. Type in Pinch My Salt for 20% off.
Dude, surf the West Peak with us.
Surf it, bruh. Have you ever been on a surf trip when you were pro surfering and didn't get waves and you just burnt thousands of dollars? Like Reef hired you, Billabong, you're getting shipped out. There's a swell coming. You get there and there's no waves.
You're giving me PTSD, dude.
Oh, dude.
This one time, I went to Mexico on a seaplane.
Whoa, you landed on water?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It wasn't cool at all.
It was scary.
Billabong just got the seaplane.
Really?
Yeah, they like bought the seaplane. They were like, this is when Quicksilver and Billabong were battling who could be the coolest.
Who can get the first
They're
seaplane?
like, we got a seaplane. But no one knew how to fly it. So they brought in this guy who said he knew how to fly it, but he totally didn't.
Taj.
He's like, I've flown a plane. And seaplane is totally different than a plane.
Seaplane different.
Landing a seaplane is hard.
I would imagine.
So we're like cruising to Mexico, like there's this gnarly storm.
Wait, real quick, how do you get on a seaplane?
Well, it was in like a lake.
So you paddled to the boat?
On a dock.
On a dock. What am I saying?
Like taking off was easy because we're in the nice controlled environment, but we were looking for waves in Mexico.
Dude, this is exciting.
So freaking, we're like cruising down Mex and they're like, yeah, we can stop anywhere. We got a seaplane.
So you're allowed to just land?
No. This was not thought through.
Dude.
They were not thinking.
Yeah.
They had some dude that's never flown a seaplane, but
fly
he's good at planes. And we're just cruising around. It's like, oh, we can find any surf spot in the world. We're just cruising.
He's
like
good at planes.
So what happened in Max? They get this gnarly fog.
Ooh, like a Cali fog coming through.
It's like a marine layer that comes in.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, let's cruise down to this wave and park. So we're going down and the marine layer hits and we're like, oh God. And the guy's like, oh, I actually haven't landed one of these yet. Because he's getting so nervous. All the truth comes out and we're like, fuck.
They probably paid him some money. Like,
so all there's like 3 of us surfers. We're like, fuck, this is gnarly. And he like doesn't know how to land. And it's foggy. And we're like, and we're like, whoa, where are we? And we somehow land it. Dude. And we're in the middle of the ocean. Because the fog, we didn't know where we were.
This sounds like a nightmare.
It was worst case scenario. This is why I have so much anxiety. So then we're like, what do we do? Because now we don't know where the wave is. We don't know where the coast is. And we can't leave.
We don't know where the pilot is.
He can't take off because it's so foggy.
So it's like...
It's like an old seaplane that like Jacques Cousteau had. They're like, this is so rad. It's Jacques Cousteau.
And they slapped the Billabong sticker on it.
Like serious. Like. Then it's getting dark. And it's like, dude, we have to get out of here. We're going to get sucked. Like the plane's going to get sucked into like a wave and crash into the coast.
Dude.
I jumped out at one point.
You were allowed to just jump in the water?
It's a seaplane.
I know, but
I put my wetsuit on and I was ready to. I'm like, dude, I'm about to paddle for my life for a couple of weeks.
Jeez, dude.
Because it was like, oh, we're just gonna fly down from San Diego, catch a quick wave on the seaplane, and fly on back.
Perfect.
And it was gonna be like a cool video. And
oh, so you had a filmer and everything.
And we learned real quick this is a bad idea.
So what happened?
Dude, lucky stars, the fog lifted and we were like about to go into a cliff. And it was like, he's like, turn it on. So then we're like trying to get up. He's like going on waves. And we're like about to hit the cliff and he's like, and we got up. We're like, dude. And I'm in the back. Like there's no seatbelts. It's just a warehouse back there. So we're holding on to the boards like, whoa. This is gnarly. It's not as cool as we thought it was gonna be.
Dude, you should have seen.
They never did it again. I don't think.
And you never caught a wave.
No, we didn't. Sir.
And you flew back to San Diego.
We almost died.
Wow.
It was gnarly.
Dude, let's sue Billabong. Wow, dude.
It would have been cool.
Oh heck yeah. Well, like seaplanes, I've never thought about it. They probably have like airports for them that they're allowed to land in certain spots.
Well, I think they were thinking like max anything goes, and we could just like pull up to any wave.
Dude, that would be sick though.
You need a helicopter.
Helicopter with a tow rope.
Just land. A helicopter can land anywhere.
Right. Just
land on the cliff and walk down.
Yep.
But like, do you really want to fly a helicopter into Mexico?
Not since Kobe, dude.
One of the better trips I've been on, since I gave you the worst, I flew to this island off Mexico, Natividad. So we flew in actual planes.
Yeah.
But they're 2-seater planes. So there's 2 planes, 2 of us, surfers, and then like a filmer. It was the flight wasn't that long, but you land on this little desert island. Ooh. It's kind of the raddest trip I've ever been on. There's those abalone shells everywhere, the shiny, feel-good shells.
Yeah.
We land, this guy, he owned like a shed.
Wow.
On this desert island. And that's where you'd camp.
Oh, by the shed.
So he just dropped us off.
Dude.
He's like, I'll be back in 2 days.
Have fun, boy.
And we brought like snacks and stuff.
Doritos.
But I guess what you do, he was like, it's a tiny island. He's like, he had a truck. I think he had a truck. He left a truck on the island or something.
Brought it over on a ship.
And so he's like, use a truck, drive the end of that island. The fishermen, they'll give you the best food you'll ever eat in your life.
Dude.
So they cut us up fish.
Fresh.
And I just ate raw, like freaking tuna.
Yeah.
And it was insane.
My.
He's like, here's soy sauce, later.
Lemon juice.
So, dude, we just ate raw fish and surfed all day long.
And the surfing was good.
It was insane.
Who was the other surfer? Do you remember?
It was Granger Larson and this guy, Johnny
Granger and Johnsky Donsker.
Dave was with us.
Oh, Dave filmed it?
Yeah.
Is there footage of this trip?
Yeah. This is when you're younger and like you haven't been ruined yet.
Yeah, everything's happy.
But yeah, we're on this desert island by ourselves eating fish, just surfing.
And were the sleeping conditions nice?
No, we were sleeping just on dirt under a shed.
Surfers.
We just want you to subscribe so we can pay for our children's diapers, and maybe we can all subscribe together and we can all make sure that you like the button. Like it.
Like the
video. Like it. And subscribe with us. Like it. And subscribe with us.
Let me ask you a surf question.
Okay.
Have you ever fallen on a wave? Something happens, you fall, and when you fall, you're like, I'm gonna die. Like in that moment, you know, like you see the reef's really low, it's right there. Like, this is it, I'm gone. Has there ever been a like...
Yeah, this one time when I was living with Uncle Reynos at Sunset Beach, we paddled out at Backyards. And Sunset Beach is on the other side of the bay.
Okay.
So we paddled at Backyards, which is a left, and Sunset is a right. And it's way that way. And I was like, I had a contest the next day, and I was like, Reynos, I'm going to paddle over to Sunset. And he's like, bruh, the new swell's filling in. I want to do it. I was like, what? He's like, the new swell is filling in. And I was like young and dumb. I was like,
how does he know?
I'll be fine. So I'm like, I'm just going to paddle way out.
Right.
So what's crazy in Hawaii is like, when he's saying a new swell, a 20-foot swell will hit. Like, it won't be like 5 foot, 10 foot. It will be 20-foot bang.
Like 5 to 20.
Yeah.
Dang.
Like it's like a tsunami.
Just boom.
And that's what Reynos was trying to tell me, and I was like, "No, I'm super gnarly. I don't even care." It was It was like 100 yards away. I was like, "That's fine. I'll get there fine."
Right.
So I'm like, I'm gonna paddle farther out just because
Reynos
maybe, dude. I'm paddling. I'm like almost there, and then like literally the swells hits,
dude.
And the first 20, I was way out there, and the first 20-footer hits, and I'm like going over, like, oh fuck! I'm like, what is this? He was right. I get over it, and then the next one's even bigger. So I'm like scraping, I'm like, ah, and I barely go. I was like, ah, geesh. And then when I go over that one, there's like 3 or 4 even bigger coming.
Dude, and you're trying to paddle before it breaks on you.
I'm trying to get over to the channel at Sunset where you can sit and be safe.
Oh, I get it.
So I'm at this spot in Sunset that's called Boneyards, which is like the last place you want to be. They call it Boneyards because the reef is bone dry.
Dude. Is it like that clip in Don't Be Here When They're Here?
Yes, exactly. So I'm like, I'm going to have to catch this next wave or I'm going to die.
Okay.
So I'm like, I just have to go.
Yeah.
And so I start paddling and I take off, and Boneyards is bone dry, and I was like, what am I doing? So I pull into like the craziest barrel of my life. I'm like, why am I doing this?
And it's just death.
Like I was just at Backyards 3 foot safe with Reynos.
Right.
All of a sudden I'm in this 10-foot barrel like, why?
Oh my god.
Like literally I was like, this is the scariest moment of my life.
Like this could be it.
And it's almost dark.
Oh.
It's right before sunset.
Right.
So all of a sudden I'm in this the biggest barrel of my life, like, ah! And I'm pumping. I'm like, why am I doing it? I'm like looking at shallow reef, like, I'm like, oh my God. And luckily I got past the bone reef part and went into the channel, and the wave just like exploded onto me in the deep part. It takes me to the bottom of the reef. Dude. And it's shoving me against the reef like, I'm like, oh my gosh,
this is it. I love you, Mom.
And then I get back up. I'm like, whoa, and my board's broken in so many pieces.
Dude.
Like 10 pieces.
Somehow.
Foam is everywhere.
Dude, it's in your hair.
So it washes me over the reef, and like I survive. And I was like, whoa, and I had like this gnarly scrape on my face, like from kissing the reef. Like, so then like I get back to Reyno's house. He's like showering up. He's like, with soap.
He's like, surf was good, eh?
And he sees this giant cut on my face, and like my board, I had like my leash still on, like it was all broken.
Leash just cut like a extension cord.
And he looks at me. He's like, swell hit, yeah. I was like,
yes, sir.
I was like, you're right,
dude. So you should
told you.
And Reynos was your mentor.
He was the Billabong coach.
So he's like, told you, young Grom. The other day I was at a restaurant. I went to pee in the urinal, and there's a piece of gum in the urinal. Were you the kind of guy that'll spit gum into a urinal?
I don't think I've ever used a urinal.
Yes, you have. Remember
Only once with Gerard
I was
Butler.
about to say. Gerard Butler, cut to the clip. So we were in LA. We're about to go to the Chasing Mavericks premiere.
Right. Well, it's Gerard Butler's movie.
It's Gerard Butler's movie. He's the star. We were at this after party in LA.
And I was like, Ryan, I have to go pee. Will you please come with me?
So Gerard Butler is right in front of me, and in front of Gerard Butler is you. And we're
So
all...
he went in between us.
Yeah, somehow
to
he
pee.
snuck in between us. So I pulled my phone out, and you guys are peeing next to each other.
So I didn't know it was him. And we didn't have a wall between our peepees. I'm like peeing, and like he's looking at me, and he's like, oh my God, you look just like Rob Lowe. I'm trying to pee.
Right.
And like my wiener was the smallest it's ever been.
Totally.
It was so scared. And he's just like peeing so loud. He's like, "Ah!" And I'm like, I'm Abigail's brother. And he's like, I see it now.
My sister, Abby. Ah, really? Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Who does that? Who's peeing and goes, spits their gum into the urinal? What an evil, terrible person.
Hillbillies.
Hillbilly.
They drive white trucks. They tint the windows.
They have a Salt Life sticker.
They get big tires.
They drink too many Bud Lights, and then
They eat Spam.
Yeah, you're on to something.
Chew tobacco.
Yeah, they fish all day.
Those are the ones.
They spit the gum in the urinals.
Dude, truck guy energy is kind of gnarly.
Truck guy energy pisses me off because they have these huge vehicles, and they barely need the girth. They don't need it.
They're insecure.
They're insecure. Sorry, truck guys.
Especially guys with white trucks.
Is it the white truck?
Something about the white trucks I always have issues with. Like I was in Gulf Breeze, the like most white foo-foo place on the planet, and I was about to turn left, and the truck, his blinker was broken.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like moving out, and I was gonna go behind him, but he was turning, and I didn't know because he's a dumb truck guy. So I'm like about to scoot. I'm like going, and then he turns last second and stops and stares at me.
And you're like,
and we're in Gulf Breeze, dude. This is where I was born and raised.
Right, and he's probably from Tennessee.
And I rolled my window down, and I was like, "Don't even start." And he was like, "Huh?"
You
I was
did?
like, "Wrong guy." And he's like, "Oh!" And I started revving my Mercedes van. I'm like, "Ring, ring." And he's like, "Oh!" I was like, "I'll go all the way, I swear."
And he's just like,
he wasn't ready for that communication,
dude. So you called him out.
Oh, dude, I was ready to go.
Jeez.
Because he was trying to like
white truck you.
He was trying to white truck me.
Now, whenever I see a white truck, I'm gonna be like, look at that idiot.
They're always trying to like race around you.
I know, like they gotta be somewhere.
Yeah.
That's what I always wonder. Where's people speeding to? They're going to watch Netflix.
Yeah, they're not out in the ocean putting in the work.
Like, TV doesn't have showtimes anymore. You can watch your show whenever you want.
White truck people, they're usually contractors.
Oh, they're driving to the next job.
And contractors are gnarly.
Are they? They have a God complex?
What?
Do they have a God complex?
They have a ripping you off complex.
Oh.
Contractors?
Yeah.
Have you talked to one?
I've been around a few.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you gotten your kitchen done or anything?
Yeah. We got a new microwave.
They're like, yeah, this is like $8,000, and like second week they're like, that's gonna be $20,000.
Yeah, they bill you, and you're like, what the frick? Yeah, they can. It's like a mechanic. They can just be like, well, actually,
it's another loophole.
It's a loophole.
It's a DJ loophole.
If they're a dishonest, no integral person.
I've worked with like people I've known my whole life. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna work with this guy because I grew up right next to him.
Yeah, we've
done so much for his family, and he was doing the same stuff.
Really?
The exact same stuff, like telling you a quote, and then it's way over, and they're just like, yeah, just pay it. It's like, but you quoted me this, and it's like, well, this is a loophole.
He's like, this is
a DJ loophole.
This is what you got.
So everything they tell you is going to be doubled.
Oh.
You have to expect that.
And then they pull off in their white truck, and you're like,
the only way to handle contractors is if you're the contractor. You can't, if you hire a contractor and you're like, okay, I do everything, I trust you.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
oh, they'll freaking rip, dude. You'll freaking lose your panties.
I know.
They'll go home with everything.
I know, dude. And all they're thinking about is the next job.
But then if you hire a contractor and you're like on their butt,
yep,
it's the only way.
And then they don't return your calls.
And then they like take like 7 months to like
to put in a new countertop.
Put in tile.
Yeah. In the comments, is that true?
Do people still go on dates?
Like, what do you mean? Like going out to dinner?
Going out to dinner on someone you just met seemed like the most uncomfortable thing you could ever ask someone to do.
So yeah, do people still do it?
Do people still do it?
I haven't been on a date in years.
I mean, have you heard anything?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. What do they do? Just
I feel like people just meet on social media and like, do you want to just like
slam? So they don't do dinners no more.
Do they?
Maybe it's like a FaceTime date. Like, do we have chemistry?
Like, could you imagine just meeting a random person and eating right in front of them?
I don't want to eat. Yeah, it's almost like too personal. Yeah, you're right. Like eating dinner. That's why you go out for a coffee or a cocktail.
I bet people still do coffee.
Yeah, let's get a coffee, get to know each other.
But I feel like girls, they still try to like, oh yeah, you should. They still try to like they just want free food.
They want that dinner. And you to pull the chair out and shut the door for them.
I feel like girls, they've tricked us for a while.
Right.
Like my ring needs to be 3/4 of your career earnings.
10 years of a check of their salary.
Who the heck started that?
Dude, I hate women in their rings. It pisses me off.
Really?
It's a little thing that could fall and disappear into the ocean.
That was like one of the weirdest times in my life.
What?
My first marriage.
Your first? What happened?
I realized I just did what people just told me to do.
You fell into the culture the tricks.
I did.
Dude.
She was like, I want a ring. I'm like, what? Why?
You're like, all right.
Well, I learned I couldn't say no.
Because of the culture.
I didn't want to get married.
Oh.
I just felt like I had to.
Because of the culture.
And I felt like I had to get a ring.
Have to get a ring. Have to do a wedding. Have to get the...
Yeah, I didn't want to do any of that.
Photographer. Pastor. Flowers. Cake.
It was a nightmare.
Yeah, dude.
It's like going up a roller coaster you don't want to be on.
And you get to the top and she's like smiling at you.
And then you get married and it's like... and then after you get married, like it's all over, all the dumb stuff.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there like, whoa, I gotta like be around you forever.
I guess we need to have a kid now.
And she's like, I hate you actually. Because she hasn't dealt with any of her childhood trauma. So you marry this girl, you did all this stuff, you paid all the things,
bought
you did
the
this,
ring.
And then you're like home alone with them, it's quiet, and they're like, my dad never loved me!
And you're like, whoa, I'm going surfing.
And they like take it out on you. You know, if you do have a kid with them, then that kind of distracts their brain.
Oh.
But then like, because we raise such weak humans now, they have no like life skills of surviving.
Right.
So when these weak girls have babies, it's so hard on them. They're like, ah. They're like, what's this pain in my stomach?
And then, but like the gnarly Native American women would be
like our moms are like, I'll push this thing out, no problem. Like,
nowadays, it's like, ah. I love that we're hating on women. They will hate us.
Dude, our moms were gnarly.
They were core lord pregnancies.
My mom grew up in World War II.
Right.
In Okinawa.
Whoa.
She like pushed that baby out no problem and was like back to like work sewing on something or
2 minutes
like
later.
riding a horse.
Right. She was cutting down weeds.
But this generation of girls, like they just been on phones their whole life. So all of a sudden they have something real happen to them, like a child coming out of their bodies.
And
they're like, give me drugs.
Put it,
drugs.
Epidural.
And so then like,
dude, we're gonna get hate for this. I love it.
So then they like push this baby out and they're like, whoa, this is gnarly. And then they're so mad at you because they went through this trauma of this new
I
child
know, it's
they
like,
had to
I'm
give.
sorry.
So then when you get back home with this girl
And the baby.
and this new baby,
Yeah.
then they're like, dude, I kind of like hate you because like that was hard.
And you
And
didn't.
you're not doing anything.
And you didn't have to have the baby.
You didn't have to do nothing.
Does anyone else experience
What's
this?
gnarly when you get home from having a baby?
Yeah.
You think it's like, oh, we can like relax now.
No. It's round 2.
It's like, let's turn it up a notch. Then it gets even more wild.
Dude, no sleeping.
The baby just yells. Ah!
Yells. I don't think babies yell.
Dude, the first week after having a child, you're already so traumatized from pushing that thing
Right.
out
And
of
then
you.
it's yelling at you.
And then it's just, ah! Ah!
Yeah, it's just
And we have no life skills.
no.
Like, no one has even raked a yard.
Yep. And we're like, what do we?
Like, no one's, neither of us have even, like, put in the work to rake a yard or
Right.
trim hedges.
Yep.
So then you're just like, this baby's like, ah! Ah!
And everyone's just like, what do we do?
So the girl's like, ah! And they, like, breastfeed and they don't know how to do it. And the baby chews the nipple off.
Gums it up.
The nipple is like, say goodbye to those sweet puppies.
And then it's just
they never look the same
and
ever.
then you're just back to bottles and your life's over.
So then you get past that first week.
Oh.
And then you're like trying to settle in. And the girl's just so her world is so rock. She hasn't been on TikTok for like months.
Right. They just went through a car wreck, basically.
Like mentally, psychologically, everything.
Right.
And then you try to like walk outside with the baby. You're like you walk down the street. And it's so fun now watching new
They're like
couples who just had a baby. They're walking like
yeah.
And they're just trying to survive. They're like,
Get out
what
of-
is life? And you're like older and like you've done it before. You're like, oh, you're.
But what you're saying too is people back in the 80s, 70s, 60s, they were like back to work.
Dude, 20 years ago, 30 years ago,
Yeah.
people had to like do stuff.
Yeah, they had to work.
Like they had to like milk a cow or something.
Yeah.
Like just milking a cow would get you prepared to having a human.
Right.
Seeing an animal give birth to something or
Yeah.
like seeing real life.
People had to start businesses from scratch. They had to like build properties. And nowadays people are like, Dad, what's my job? Thanks, Dad, for the nepotism.
It's
Why does that always happen to you? We're back.
like my brain injury showed me everything.
It opened the windows.
It really did.
What?
Because I had to start from square one.
Right. Oh, so you became a baby.
Yeah, and no one wanted to help me
They're like-
because they're like, you have a beard.
Yeah. You can do it.
So like starting from square one, I really had to like actually work hard to just get my life back.
Right.
And it showed me why our elders are so much stronger than us mentally.
Right.
Because they didn't have everything given to them.
I know.
Like our dads, they had to hitchhike to the beach to go surf, and they all had to share one board.
Yep. And they had to start businesses.
And like they had to somehow eat that day. So they like figured out to get money to get a corn dog at
yeah, the baseball.
like
yeah.
they had to actually live.
I know.
And us, we're it's all so weak. We're like none of us have even like hunted before.
I shot a bird on accident once with a BB gun.
Well, it's like, how privileged are we?
We're soft, dude.
Where we haven't even had. We're so privileged where we hear about someone killing an animal to eat them. We're like, what is wrong with you? While we're eating like a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, chicken wings. Why would you kill that?
We're
rotisserie chicken. Soft times make soft men. Hard times make hard men.
Well, that's, dude, the brain injury.
Yeah.
Now, like, I'm friggin' ready. I'm ready to go.
You're hard.
I'm hard.
Dude, you know who's the raddest human alive? I'm going to tell you. It's
Bruce Lee?
Snoop Dogg. How has he won our hearts for so many decades?
And he's won like every culture's heart.
I know, white women, skateboarders,
Black, Asian.
like, dude,
He's kind of everything.
Snoop Dogg is the like person everyone wants to be.
And I love that he made drugs legal.
He made drugs like hip to pastors.
Like weed was so forbidden, and
I
then
know.
he just now everyone's smoking.
Like, dude, Snoop Dogg can like commentate. He can go work with Martha Stewart. He can do anything.
How has he broken all barriers?
He has broken all He does look like an alien a little bit.
I think it's because he's mixed of everything. He's got Asian eyes.
He's skinny.
He's black, but kind of white.
Yeah.
It's like he's a rapper, but he's also like a reggae. It's like he's found a beautiful balance of everything.
I heard this. He wants to, when he retires, open up an ice cream store and call it Scoop Dog. He's a Scoop Dog. Like a scoop of ice. That's what he wants to do. He could do it and be the best ice cream salesman in the world. I just look at Snoop and I'm like, how is he so perfect?
How did he do it?
He won America's hearts.
Do you think it's just he's nice?
I'm a little sus about everybody because all this stuff coming out about Mr. Beast. I don't know, but he's getting canceled maybe. I don't know.
Beast?
But Mr. Beast. I heard this.
What?
Getting canceled is the natural lifespan of an influencer. Like it's a natural thing now. It's like, all right, when's Snoop Dogg getting canceled?
So we're going to get canceled?
No, you got to stay with the laird.
We can't get too famous.
If you get too famous, it's just the life cycle.
So what did Beast do?
I don't know. There's some drama going on with that. One of his team members that was flirting with a minor, and Mr. Beast might have known about it. And all these ex-employees are coming out saying, Jimmy's a jerk. He does this. He manipulates. He fakes his videos.
Who's Jimmy? One of his friends?
Mr. Beast.
Oh, his name's Jimmy?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, Jimmy is Mr. Beast.
Really?
Yeah.
Jimmy.
But the people watching an old video where we were praising Mr. Beast were like, this didn't age well.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Oh, because we were saying like he's
just so good.
He's so sweet.
But I'm like, dude, you just...
But it doesn't sound like it's his fault.
Well, there's other stuff coming out now. Everyone starts piling on of how he was terrible to people behind the cameras. He blah, blah, blah. But
I mean, aren't we all?
That's what I'm saying. The natural lifespan for an influencer is cancellation. So it's like...
Remember when Ellen got canceled?
Ellen, dude. She got canceled for being mean.
Well, I think she got canceled because she was being so nice. Like her persona was, I'm the nicest and I give everyone cars.
And I dance.
And I dance with short hair.
But then behind closed doors, she's like, mother ever.
I heard Jimmy Fallon's like that too.
I heard he is. I heard he's a snappy little boy.
You know, I've always said this. The nice ones are sketch.
Uh-oh.
People that are overly nice, they're sketchy, dude.
Well, Snoop Dogg, is he that way?
But he's not overly nice.
He's a little got a grit to him.
He's got a balance to him.
Right.
It's the guys you see that are like, hey,
Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy.
They're like trying to overcompensate on something.
Well, then that brings me back to Jimmy, Mr. Beast.
But
he gave away houses.
I mean, it all seemed fake. Because all the algorithm famous people, they care about is numbers,
views, shorts.
Must get the algorithm working.
I hate the algorithm.
Like Logan Paul, he's another good example.
He's an algorithm.
You hear all the scam stuff that's happening.
Yep.
CoffeeZilla.
Yep. Is that Logan or Jacob?
It's Logan.
I call him Jacob.
Yeah, Logan's like screwed like millions out of people, and then he's not going to give it back, and then now he's suing CoffeeZilla because he called him out.
It's all about money, dude. We just can't get that famous, right, guys? Like the video.
Well, like, I'm not that nice. Do you think I'm nice? I'm like on the borderline of
Let
both.
me think about that question.
Be honest.
I think you're a sweet, genuine man, but you can let it out, like we talked.
I'm like a pit bull.
Yeah, you're nice. Like you treat people with respect and waitresses and all. But yeah, but you can get snappy when somebody crosses the line.
Well, it's like I'm not gonna like I think it's the people that like care so much about what people think, and
Right.
it pushes them into a corner,
Right.
and then they get canceled.
Yeah, because
If they would have just been their real selves all the time, then there's nothing to expose.
Yeah, because they're not being genuine.
It's like if you're straight up, I'm a cock ass sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I beat people up sometimes. They can't cancel you. They
Yeah,
already
like-
knew.
It's like Trump. Grab her by the.
I mean, kinda.
Like he just says.
He's kind of uncancelable.
That's the thing. You have to make yourself uncancelable. Yeah, I send dick pics. Yes, I flirt with other women. Like you just kind of make it.
Right.
Like I do it.
That's true.
Set yourself up to be uncancelable. Everyone has issues. We're not perfect, guys.
Why are we expecting anyone to be perfect?
Right. That's the problem. Everybody has skeletons. Everybody's done something they're not proud of. Back in the day when Surfer Magazine was like, you know, the big thing.
Yeah.
You would go get pictures with your company, Reef, Billabong, whatever. How did you know when you got into the magazine? When it came out?
Yeah.
You wouldn't get like a, hey.
It was the best surprise ever.
Oh, that's cool. So you get a new surfer and you're like, dude, I went on this reef trip. I went to Natividad.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you flip the page and
there you are. But the problem was
what?
I never got like you go on this long trip, 2 weeks long, surf your buns off. The photographer would be like yelling at you, "We need to get this shot.
Get over
it." It would turn into like a boot camp trying to get a photo. You do all this work. They're like, the mag comes out in 6 months. You wait 6 months. You're like, oh, this is it. I did all this work. You open it. They give you like a picture this big. And I'm like, what? That's it?
All that.
And then it'd be like the other guys like, fuck, man. Like,
and that's all the trips were for, and filming.
What's that?
Like, would they use the photos to like you would be wearing a certain board short or?
Like in the earlios, no one knew what was going on.
No one knew what. Like, why are we on these trips? Why are we?
You would just see a photo of yourself 6 to a year later,
and it would have like a
because the pictures, it wasn't digital yet.
Oh, it was film.
Yeah, it was film. So the photographer didn't even know if he got the shots right. That's what was crazy too. Like some trips, like the camera, you'd hear 6 months later, oh, actually the film got messed up.
Oh my god!
Like I went on a trip and the film didn't even get developed.
It's sitting somewhere, got destroyed.
No, it messed up or something. They're like they put it through the X-rays, it messed it up.
Exactly. Dude, so that was back.
Right, cool.
So back in the early years, it was just the Wild West, and Billabong would just dump money on these trips.
No, we would be paying ourselves to get on these surf trips.
That makes no sense.
Well, if you get a shot in a mag, you get money.
Oh, you do? See, explain that. What happens?
Well, if you get if you get a double page,
dude,
you get a couple grand.
Holy crap!
So that's why, like, you'd be trying to crush these trips, and then you get a little picture. And it's like $25. You're like, and it's freaking awesome.
Yeah, when you're young, dumb.
But as far as career-wise, the second you're unrelevant, these brands are like, see ya,
next shiny thing.
And we're all legends in our own minds.
Yeah.
So when you'd see a guy get dropped, I mean, in their mind, they're Kelly Slater.
Right.
So they're not taking it good.
They're drinking.
And you're watching that kid, like, dude, I knew you were about to get cut
a
year ago. It created a lot of narcissism in ourselves because you're always thinking about yourself to not get dropped.
Right.
It's like too much thinking.
Too much about yourself.
Like it would almost be better to just have a normal job where you didn't have to think about what you looked like and what you smelled like and everywhere you went. Am I wearing the right shoes where they think I'm cool enough?
Yeah, totally.
Like when I was living in San Diego, I'd never been more insecure in my entire life.
That's why when I go to California, I feel so out of place.
They're like, well, that's a fat guy.
Yeah, I'm a chubby panhandle nerd.
Yeah, when I was in San Diego, dude, like if you missed what the shoes everyone was wearing
that month,
you're about to get cut
from the state.
Everything from everyone.
Yeah, there's like a dress code every other
There's
month.
a weird dress code in California that shifts and no one knows what it is. And some people find it first and they're like, whoa, he's like really cool.
Right.
And if you find it last, see ya. It's
Yeah.
like Survivor.
Yep, you're out. They vote
In
you
San
out.
Diego, it's a fashion Survivor.
And they vote you off the island.
And they'll vote you out.
Like, flannels were cool last month, sweetheart.
Dude, if you get caught wearing a flannel during the wrong season, you see ya later.
I know, it's just high school in California.
It's gnarly, dude. I couldn't keep up with it. That's why I left.
That's
why I love Hawaii.
I was talking to somebody the other day.
Sweatpants.
Sweatpants.
Thongs.
Thongs and what's this necklace called?
Puka shell necklace.
Puka shell necklace.
Dude, I'll see one uncle wear the same sweatpants every day, and he's
know.
just as gnarly
There's
every day.
crap stains
It just
on
matters what you do in life.
Yeah, not what you're freaking wearing, dude. Do you think we're canceled in the surf? No, this is a better question. Do you think we're blacklisted from ever becoming... Like, people have voted, like, we want Ryan and Sterling to do the WSL commentary, but I think we're blacklisted.
You think?
You know by who?
Chris Cote.
Kelly Cote Slater.
Dude, I've been blackballed from Kelly for so long.
We're blacklisted.
Dude, I've never been in a Taylor Steele thing ever, and it was for sure because of Kelly.
Yeah, dude, you're getting Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas out off the Dream Team.
Oh, dude, I've missed out on so much because I took a stand to Kelly.
Well, you know, back in the day when Dream Team was around and they all go to the Olympics and Michael Jordan's like, I don't want Isaiah Thomas there.
Yeah.
So Isaiah Thomas got cut. You're the Isaiah Thomas of this world.
Well, I was safe because of Andy. Andy was like the new Michael Jordan.
Right.
So I was like, dude, I'm freaking cruising. And then he dies. I'm like, crap.
So Andy
and then
passed
Kelly's
away.
like,
and Kelly, the reason why, if you can't read through the lines, is Sterling would make fun of Kelly.
Right.
And so Kelly now has put you on this blacklist somewhere.
Oh, I've been blacklisted for a while.
How, guys, everyone, get us off the blacklist. I think we're on some sort of blacklist.
I know. We didn't get any moon shoes. The sandals.
The sandals.
We've got none of his new sunscreen.
He hasn't commented on a video in years.
And if he does comment, it's kind of like a decoy.
Yeah, it's like a little weird. I think he watches every freaking video we make.
Yeah, I do too. And he's just waiting for his name.
And he goes, oh. Kelly?
He writes it down in a journal. He's
yeah, the date. August 12th. Oh, can I try this real quick? That was a good episode, Sterls. Oh,
later, everyone.
Let me see if I can do it. Show it off. Like it.
How's it? Thank you for watching Pinch My Salt, the hit podcast of the world's #1 surfer, Sterling Spencer. You know the rules. Subscribe and tickle that like button. Pinch My Salt.
Got that summertime sadness. All right, it's on. We are surfing. This is surfing in the Gulf. I know it's sad, but this is all we got in the summer. It's on. Barrel. The Gulf of Mexico is like a bird bath.